Hey everybody, it's Roland the Real from Complete Trader Academy with another daily review. Today is Monday the 28th, um, November 2022, and let's jump right into it here. So from previous videos, we were mentioning that we were going to take out this high, which we did, and it did peak up a little bit and then dropped today. We do have news all week, so I'm just going to kind of go into that. Very light news today, but tomorrow we've got CB consumer confidence. Wednesday, we have non-farm payroll and GDP. We have jobs. We have Powell speaking on Wednesday. So they could use, we even have news on Thursday for, of course, PCE and manufacturing. And even on Friday, we got more non-farm payroll, employment change and all that. So they could use that news to kind of like drop the price like how it did here, or vice versa, where they can use it to run up and get the objective of getting into this price here. I'm still holding to that only because I mean, the thing is I'm bearish, right? I know when price came down here, this is the daily obviously, price came down and came into this imbalance that we got here in between these candles. So it filled it up perfectly. So do I see price coming down here? Yeah, I could see it coming down, taking out this low and then getting back into this block right here, which we have some insufficient price right here delivered. Or we're just going to start that leg down, right? Just kind of like this. It was almost 100% retracement, which it was, right? From here, A, B, C. And can we do this? Yeah, sure we could. But it did leave a gap up here. I'm gonna actually just jump into a smaller time frame. Let me go to a 15-minute here. See the trade for today. So this is today's range. So we gapped down Sunday night, left that gap, and that gap is still not full. We thought that price would have ran up there, but I do know that they could use this for a later time. It could be months from now even. And I know I've watched this happen before in the previous lower high leg. So when this price here came down, took out these lows, took out this low, came back up, got into this supply block nicely, came down, took out that low. This is still London time. And then New York time, price rallied up, fake rally up, took out this high. When they took out this high and did not take out this gap, I knew it was a sell because they're going to use it for another time. Yes, is that sort of on the gambling side? Well, I mean, a high probability that it would take out the gap first, but at the same time, I know that they use it for future times. And they might even use it for this week. So they're creating and engineering liquidity with people selling here, selling here, selling here. So they can then use the news and come back up, use this as fuel, then fill the gap, then take out this high. And then if I go to the daily again, to then come back up in here. So I mean, can price just fall from now and keep falling? Sure it can. I mean, we're oversold here. I'm sorry, overbought here, as you see. Doesn't mean it's going to hold, right? But at the same time, it's going to be very interesting with the news. We have lagging indicators like the S&P 500 and NAS. So they have plenty of room to still go up, NAS and S&P 500. And they could use the news for that. Dow Jones is sort of leading in this as far as data goes. But I don't know, this looks suspect to me. And we did fill this imbalance. So that's where I was going with the trade, was taking it down here at the least. So it was a nice day. But we did fill that now. Now that we filled that, if I go back on the daily, there is an imbalance in price now with this candle. So at the least, the price can rally up here and come up into this low of this previous day, which would have been Friday, and then to seal the price delivery between here and here. So we have plenty of room to go up. Is this a support? Is this a demand area? Yeah, could be. Could be. And then price could still rally up. So you got to be very nimble with this. Like right here, when they dropped it here, this big gap right here. Well, it took us 1, 2, 3 months to fill that gap, right? And at one point, we didn't think it'd even fill it, but it did. So now that we have a gap up here, I mean, they could also wait forever for it to come back up and fill it up. So I'm aware of that, but I do see a lot of liquidity here, and to get into this price to get balanced more. I do see the news being able to run up in there, but we are, unless we start making big bearish days like this, then I'm not fully bearish, but I am going to take scalps in either direction. And today was definitely a sell. So, all right. As far as tomorrow goes and the rest of the week, as I'm mentioning, we do have price to be balanced in here. We do have that gap in there, and they could just keep sinking it here. I mean, if I go to a 4-hour, there's a lot of unbalanced price on this leg here. A lot of money sitting here in here, and then this big area empty. So we could see price do this and then come back up, or just keep sinking. So, all right. Hope this helps. Take care. God bless.